off the show. Do you struggle with cakey concealer where you're trying to hide maybe dark circles or fine lines and you put on concealer and you actually end up making it worse? Well, let me introduce you to Love Who You Are by Kim Gravel, Gone in a Swipe. This is a concealer and sponge set. The concealer, this is a $33 value, and then the sponge is a $19 value. So if you purchase these two separately, it will be $52. But no, you're getting them at the QVC price of $39, which brings your easy pay down to $13. And honestly, this sponge is a game changer because it's like, how do we get into that inner eye corner without dragging or making things worse? Oh, that one's, hang on, that one's glued down because I want to show you the magic. The magic is all about what's inside. You know, they say it's what's inside that counts. Well, with this, it literally is, because not only are you getting concealer, you are also getting that core, which is skin-loving ingredients. 3 easy payments of $13 will get this home. I am delighted to welcome in Alison Lambis. Girl, it's been a while.
I know. They have not let us be together in a minute. Maybe we caused too much trouble. I don't know.
Well, it's great to see you. Did you have a great Memorial Day weekend?
Memorial Day. We did. We rested. But, you know, really thought about, because I come from, my husband comes from a huge military family. So really taking a moment to, you know, just observe what we needed to yesterday. Yeah. So it was really nice and relaxing. And in the Gravel Hardy crew, we're on our way out to vacation starting Thursday. So I'm glad to be here one last time before we get a little break.
Oh, nice. Well, and what a way to kick off the show, because Gone in a Swipe is kind of iconic. It's just in the way in which you've kind of reinvented the concealer. So let's talk about shades and how we choose our shade.
Yeah, so if you're going to be like on the fairest of fair, maybe you have that porcelain skin, you're going to want to go for the fair, very fair color here. I'm in the light. I'm going to tell y'all the light is really for people that tend to burn easily, and that's kind of me. So I go towards the light, but I also say that light medium is between the light and the medium. So if you are that gal that tans during the summertime or springtime, maybe grab that color, because that's going to be that in-between color. Our medium to medium tans, we're getting into those olive skin tones. So people who tend to you know, tend to tan easily, or just the most popular color, if you want me to be really honest, that medium is, Sam. And people tend to pick that up because they're like, I don't know if I'm light, I don't know if I'm dark, I'm just going in between, right?
Yeah.
But then you get into those medium tans, which is a light golden color that you may have throughout the year. That's going to be your choice. Getting into the rich tans with the richness of a tanned bronze. And then, of course, into our darker colors for our darker girls. The rich brown is going to have some golden undertones. And then our darkest shade is that deep, rich brown with no golden undertones. So, Sam, I do remember you and I presenting this. Do you?
I know what you're going to say, and I was thinking the same thing.
Listen, because you used a shade that you would probably never use had you not just had that right in front of you. So maybe you can speak to that, because you used a shade we didn't even think you would use, and it was perfection.
Yeah, so the tan, that's been pulled for me, and I can show you both on the back of my hand. So look, like you can see the tan is pretty much close to my skin color, but I'm actually going to put on the medium because I want that lighter color under my eyes to kind of make it pop and to have that well, to have that kind of lit from within glow, because I'm really covering dark circles. And yeah, so last time we had a show together, we ended up both putting on the same color.
But it worked.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Yeah,
it worked.
It does. Well, and this is the thing. And this you can really get right into that hard to reach under eye area without dragging the skin, without dragging the lashes. And I'm just blending it out.
Let's talk about that, because I love how you're saying it's not dragging. So let me tell you why it's not dragging. Okay, people need to know this, because in that center cord that we gave you, that middle part, and then throughout this entire stick, you're getting vitamin E, shea butter, marula oil, avocado oil, macadamia seed oil, a little bit of glycerin. So you're getting all the stuff that's giving back to your skin. And that's something, Sam, you and I have talked about before too. I love that color on you, by the way.
Do you think?
We have talked about, yes, it's gorgeous, clean beauty, right? We do all this skincare to our skin in the mornings and the evenings to keep us fresh. Why not give something back? So if we're going to be putting on makeup, and especially like Sam, what we do for a living, we have to wear some makeup, right?
Yeah.
We want something that if it's going to seep into the pores, please let it be goodness. Please don't let it be something that's going to break me out, right?
Yeah.
And that's the greatest thing about Love Who You Are Beauty. It's because it's loving who you are because it's all clean.
Yeah. And okay, Alison, don't judge, but I did buy a different concealer. Well, because the girl was so nice to me in the store and I felt like I had to buy it, the classic. And it has dried out my under eyes so much, and it's supposed to have skin loving ingredients. And I was kind of curious because obviously this is, no pun intended, but it's at the core of what you do, because it's literally a skin. I'm noticing it more and more, but it's like, this is what you've always done with this. So tell us about what's, remind us what's in every time we use this, the ingredients.
Yeah, it's giving back, y'all. You're talking about the vitamin E and all the things that we give you in every single one of these, from the fair to the light medium, to our dark rich girls, our rich dark girls. This is going to give back to your skin. So we don't realize, but there's certain benefits in skincare items that will actually give back, like glycerin. It's a skin barrier. It pulls water from the air to keep the skin hydrated and minimizes water loss. So things like that, things that we're putting in that are so good, that are going to give back to you, is the real main ingredient here. And Sam, good luck finding that, because it's just not out there anymore, honey. It's just not.
So there's Blair. Blair's probably putting on, I was like, maybe she's putting on the tan. Yeah, Blair's putting on the tan.
What do you think she's using? The tan? Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, should I put on some tan?
For her.
Yeah. I just like to go lighter in my
Look at
under eyes. Okay, I'm copying Blair now, because I'm kind of like, if I was choosing off the shade shot.
Okay.
Yeah. And she's
let's
used
get
it
real here and transparent. Because Sam, I'm like Blair. I struggle with the under eye dark circles. Okay. Now not everybody struggles with that, but I am one. I can speak to that because I struggle with that every day. I wake up with those dark circles. So for me, having something that's going to cover, give back to my skin, and then have the perfect little sponge that actually reaches into those crevices the way that I want them to, is like a no-brainer. Like, if I didn't put anything else on, Sam, I would put this on, because this is going to, as my mother would say, keep me from looking like a ragamuffin.
When we were kids, my sister would cry if you called her a ragamuffin. I have no idea why. She thought it was like the worst insult.
My mom says, you do not want to be out and about looking like a ragamuffin.
Oh, okay, quick reminder. This is a $52 value. You're getting it for $39. The concealer is a $33 value. The sponge is $19. And of course, you're getting all of those skin-loving ingredients, as well as getting a concealer that isn't going to be cakey and drying like so many more out there. 3 easy payments of $13. There's your shade chart. And remember, even with beauty, you've always got the option to do the 30-day money-back guarantee, so take advantage of it. A 666-046 is your item number.